Hey y'all, today I want to bring something to your attention. My beautiful daughter here, Tab, has written a book. It will be available soon, but right now I wanted to kind of talk with her and let her tell you about her book. So Tab, why don't you give us a little insight to why the book, what motivated you, and tell us a little bit about it without actually telling us the book.
I would say my audience person for the book, the reader for the book, the core reader, is the person that's sitting on the church pew struggling. Everyone who's lived years on earth, right? I'm 36. Oh, I'll be 36 in November. You've all been through something at some point in your life. And so it's kind of my journey from moving here because of Hurricane Katrina, kind of dealing with those emotions. I was raised in church, and then it kind of flipped my life upside down after that, and kind of my journey from that to finding myself away from God, and then finding my way back to God, and along the way figuring out my self-worth. And so the book is for that person that's overwhelmed with life and they're trying to find God, but they can't find God. And it's just kind of some of the things I did versus some of the things I didn't do. And I've got scripture woven throughout and how scripture applies to those situations. Because at the end of the day, scripture is applicable to life because God created life, right? And so his word is applicable to our life situations. And most people think the Bible is outdated or they can't apply it to their life. But in this book, I show how each and every situation I've gone through, scripture is the answer and is the key. And along the way, I find my self-worth. And so that's who this book is for. It's for someone who's in the dark, they're trying to find the light, and it's ultimately a book of hope and a book of redemption.
So you said it, a book of hope. So if there's anybody out there that are facing any of these things, this book will be available soon. A book that has raw life experiences, correct?
Sure.
So, like a testimony plus hope.
Yeah.
All right, what would you like to tell your audience?
I just hope that I'm happy to see what God's going to do with this book. The title of the book is No Longer Prodigal. For those who may understand wanting to know what I mean by no longer prodigal, there's this parable that talks about the prodigal son, and that's kind of what my book is about that same scenario of being a prodigal and then finding my way back. So that is the title of the book, and I'm just excited to see what God does with it.
Great, I can't wait. And as your mom, I'm just so proud and happy for you. Now, when can we look for this to possibly be available?
I'm hoping to have it out this fall. It's in God's time, and he's been with me through this process. And I do want to also thank someone who's helped me along the way as well, is Sean Regan. God kind of popped him into my head to ask to help with the book, so he's kind of edited the book for me. He's read it several times. And so he's been with me through this process, and I just want to thank him for helping me through all of that, getting the book to where it is, and helping me with the copyright process. And so I'm excited to see, hopefully this fall, that it can just be out for available to people.
All right, folks, so there you have it. Be watching, and we'll let you know when it is available. Thank you so much.